Hey guys, this is going to be a brief video while I decompress from coming back from the gym. Try to find the end of a cord here to get my earbuds plugged in. There's that. Um, I will at least update my community tab with the pictures I took while I was working out. Um, but I definitely did a fair bit. So, feeling good. It was primarily um, on the stepper and the bike. I did some more of the rowing thing, and I did like a minute of that pulley thing. Standing, I it is a little bit more difficult, or maybe it was the the tension that I started it at. I didn't start it at the most basic. Sorry, I'm taking off my shoes. Um, so, but I did 2 miles on both the recumbent stepper and the elliptical bike, I think it's called, or the recumbent bike. I'm not sure which, but I mean they're both. It's not the traditional like indoor bike. It's they're steps to put your feet on. Um, but there were times where I definitely pushed myself to go a little bit faster, to get that heart rate up. So I'll also make sure to post the results from my watch app, Samsung Health. Yeah, I knew what it was called. um, did not eat yet. Did take my meds before I went, so just a little bit distracted. And that's just because my stomach is already reminding me, bitch, we did not eat yet, and it's time to eat. I hadn't finished my drink from taking my meds before I left, so just the regular Monster Zero Ultra today, because that's all I have left. I'll have to dip into some of my grandpa's ashes until I get food stamps. Um, After these are gone, but that's why I kind of bought it. Oh, I kind of want to get out of these clothes, but I want to do an update first. um, so yeah, definitely burned a fair bit of calories. Definitely got a shit ton of steps in. Um, Close to 4,000. That's so far today. Oh, apparently I got almost 9 hours of sleep today too. So it's 84 degrees out. Oh, it's 3:47 p.m. Monday, July 29th. Almost August. So, yeah, I'm definitely feeling accomplished. Um, I wish I could have done more. Like, honestly, I would have loved to have done swimming after. Like, either just kind of hanging out in that hot tub area, or not doing laps, but kind of hanging out in that other pool just to just do whatever. But no swimsuit yet. Um, Hopefully I can swing something next month. But, finances are what they are. Um, but yeah. Um, I'm a little too self conscious to do the sauna. I sh- I mean, other people are there naked. I don't know why I'm having a hang up, but I do. No, that's not true. I know why. Like, my stomach is like, I wear shapewear when I go out, and it's still very pronounced. Um, and, and so it really bugs me. Um, if people didn't know me, they could probably think I'm pregnant. If it wasn't for how thick my thighs still are, and then there's of course this. But I mean, look, this is progress. I understand that. I mean, there is a lot. I I wish I could better illustrate it, but I mean, there is a lot of like, okay, see that? There's a shit ton of loose skin there. It's a lot. And I understand that even with my stomach, that, but I really, I don't even like seeing it. I don't necessarily want other people to see it, but the sauna could potentially help with the skin elasticity. I understand that. There's science behind it. Plus, it would help maybe my face and shit by getting, you know, things out of my pores and what have you. But maybe at some point, once I'm able to get mom to join me, if like we can do like a late night thing or something, and she's still busy doing something or other, like late night, I'll just go into like the sauna or the steam room, because they're separate, I guess. Um, just by myself, and just chill out, listen to some music, in my earbud, and because they're not completely waterproof, but like sweat, shower, that sort of level waterproof. I just can't submerge them. Eventually, I'd like to get um, earbuds that I could go swimming with. I should look for those. Um, but yeah. Um, but like, I still I have to look. Hopefully, I will be able to see on the Chronometer app, and then I'll show it with you guys too on my community tab. Hopefully, it'll actually tell me all the calories I've potentially burned doing all the exercises, because especially for my weight being what it is, and I know I was definitely getting my cardio up there. Um, it's not gonna be a little bit of calories. So, but you know, that little bit of getting down on my side, I actually feel really good. Um, like again, there's the endorphins. There's the serotonin's definitely still there. Like I'm feeling mentally really great. Um, And then I almost immediately ruin it with a thought. It's just a brief thing, but ruin it isn't the right thing. I thought about Tom. Um, and like I have often still, it was a moment of, I wish I could share this with him. I wouldn't call that ruining the moment. It's just more bittersweet. I'd rather be correct in how I'm feeling than using the wrong words. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine. um like I wish he was still here so I could, really show him all this progress that I've been making, and I could have maybe encouraged him to be doing this with me. Because I think it would have been good for him. I don't know if him letting his weight kind of get back on him and stuff like that, if that contributed to things progressing again or not. Everyone's going to be nebulous about it, doctors and such, because who can say? But it's something I wonder about. He was just that much of an amazing fucking person that I still miss him that much. This much. It's not a past tense. It's current. Possibly in always. Which will potentially complicate things if and maybe I ever, get into a new relationship. Because, that's some hefty baggage. Because Tom wasn't a small guy. It's just things that go on in the monorail. Because I know I don't want to always be just in the past as far as this goes. Like, eventually I do hope to move forward. I don't want to spend the rest of my life by myself. I know other people are good with that, and I guess I'll just admit I don't have that sort of strength. I don't know. I don't know if I would want that strength. That might not make sense to people. Like, I'm happy that I'm more independent in my life. Like, today, I was able to, get one of my prescriptions filled and pick it up myself because, it's the pharmacy is in the same building as the gym. and I called to have some of my other ones switched to that pharmacy. So, you know, I'm even making strides to be further independent. But I only want to be so independent, you know? And apologies for the sound of the air conditioner. That's what that. You hear it. I know you hear that, but I'm not turning off my AC right now. It's like 85 outside, and I came in very warm and um well, I don't have, you know, stripper sweat on me. It's just regular sweat. So that's what body glitter is, you know, stripper sweat, but whatever. Um I'm being lame. And I just snorted. I'm such a fucking nerd. But see, okay, this at least illustrates the fact that even though I'm kind of being not so much a mopey bitch, but maybe borderline. I'm I'm still feeling good regardless. It's exercise is a hell of a thing, guys. It's especially if you let it. Um I know the power of the mind is it's a thing. If you let yourself have that positivity, it helps. It really does. I mean, it's not a catch all save all thing, but I mean, it helps a lot. I think with my history being all that it is, you know, from my origins up, I'm kind of living proof of that. And don't mind me because I'm looking at my fridge. Well, kind of the side profile of my fridge. I made tuna with onions and celery last night. Okay, it's more like onions with tuna and celery. um, if you watched my videos yesterday, I cut up a shit ton of onion, and that was primarily for the tuna. I had less tuna than I thought, and so I halved up the onions that I cut, and I'm splitting up the tuna and everything. And so, like half of the container that I made I guess it's technically tuna salad at this point. So like half of the container of the tuna salad is like onions. Thankfully, I love onions, so it's actually a good thing because especially with its mellowing with like everything else, it's not like a sharp bite of onion. It, it works. It works. So I'm actually looking forward to eating it. And I did try some. I got I already put my tablet out in not out in. I put my tablet already in the bedroom, so unfortunately I can't show you. And can if I'm getting up, I'm ending the video. So I got Mission Keto tortillas. They're not very big. They're like maybe this big around. Um, I got the original, and then I got a tomato basil one. I had some of the tomato basil ones last night with the tuna and then some salad, and they're good. They're actually really good, and they're only like 25 calories each. Lower, of course, on the carbs because keto, but that's only like a side benefit for me. You know, it's primarily the calories that I'm focusing on, um, at least for the time being. I am trying to be more mindful of increasing my protein, especially the more that I move forward going into um, surgery. So, or towards surgery, I should say. But yeah, the tomato basil mission keto tortillas are actually really good. If I can find them in a wrap size, I think that would be better because then I could add some like lettuce and stuff in there. But as it is, like they're kind of like fish tacos for me at this point. Um, White people fish tacos because it's tuna salad. Um, but yeah, I mean it's good, and I finished up my light creamy Caesar dressing last night. I got one from Ken's that's a classic Caesar, so it's like it looks kind of vinaigrette. I'm gonna try that today, and see how that goes. It's also a light, so um, I've found I actually need to measure out my dressing because I'm using too much. And I'm not saying I'm using too much calorie wise, it's taste wise. Like, I don't want it overpowering the vegetables. I don't necessarily want to be eating just vegetables either. I mean, I do, but I don't. I like having just that little bit of seasoning with it. That's all. Maybe I should just salt and pepper it. I don't know. I want to try the dressing. I haven't tried it before, so I'm definitely going to try it. Ragamuffins playing. And, you know, he is an older boy. I found him just before Halloween of 2011 as a little baby. Smelling of gasoline with his extra toe beans. But, so, I mean, he's a little bit up there now, but he still likes to play. He's he's such a good, affectionate boy. I love him. I love both my boys. And I still hope to eventually add another kitty. Eventually. Because, I don't know, I kind of want, especially like a ginger cat, because I want that energy. I want that chaos. I do. So, if anyone is near me and has a ginger kitten that needs a good home, I mean, I'm good to my boys. I will give them sometimes unseasoned meat. I will give them churro. I give them plenty of dry food and water. You know, I have 2 litter boxes and I take care of that. Um, you know, I feel like I'm a good pet mom. I also get them toys to entertain them. They like different toys, so there's a lot of toys. Especially since Muffet, he likes like the flashy balls, where Rumble likes the puff balls. Especially when I've let them sit in CATNIP. Um, and he will play fetch with me with them. And it is the most fucking adorable thing in the world. Because he'll run up on the bed with it in his mouth, and he'll actually drop it down next to you. You pick it up, you throw it, and he'll run after it. It's so. a surprisingly mushy person, I think. And apparently being very rather introspective, I guess, today. I guess I should call this an online journal update. It's not the worst thing. I mean, especially, I think people should make attempts to understand themselves. Knowing who you are and understanding that that changes, I think it's important. Or at least making sure that you're flexible to allow change to be continual, I guess is the better way to put it. I pose a lot of questions, don't I? I say as I ask. All right. Yeah, so far it's been a good day. I'm gonna nom on some food. Nobody's currently live, so I will either find some stuff on YouTube to watch, or I might go back. I've started rewatching Stranger Things from the beginning. I think Tom and I stopped midway through season 4. No, we stopped at the end of season 4. I haven't seen any of season 5. And when I've had a long hiatus from a show, like Riverdale, I started back again from the beginning and then watched it through. And I think I'm going to do the same eventually with Sabrina. That's another one I need to watch to the end. There's sadly a bunch of things that I kind of just when Tom was getting sicker, it just kind of got put on the back burner. And I know a lot of people are going to say that's fine. You know, that's understandable. And it is. It's just, I wish it wasn't the situation. You know, I wish that we never had to put a pause on the shows that we watched, that he was still here, you know? Well, I guess you're getting a glimpse of who I am and how I love. It's probably scary, isn't it? Hopefully not too scary for someone. Yeah, so it's about half an hour, and I planned on not even talking that long, so but again, if you've been watching for a minute, this is short form. And the fan. I've been watching it the whole time, trying not to constantly fuck with it. But yeah, I've been seeing it. Alright. I'm gonna get going. Because never mind feeding the algorithm now. I need to feed myself. So make sure that you've taken any and all meds that you need to take. Make sure you're keeping yourself hydrated, especially if you're in a place that is hot and humid like it is for me. Questions, comments, concerns, please drop them down below. I I always enjoy hearing from people, and if you've noticed, I neurotically answer back to pretty much everyone. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You be the judge. I love you guys. Go fuck yourselves. And I'll talk again soon.